Call coming through on my beat. It is too loud. I'm in the DJ booth. I came here just to have fun. Don't be dumb.
Man, let's party started, man. Food.
DJ to play that shit back. DJ to play that shit back. Put it on wax. Brand new track. Tell DJ to play that shit back. Tell DJ to play that shit back. Tell DJ to play that shit back. Lot of deals. We up in this bitch. L to the dish. Still making hits. Get your wife. She blowing me a kiss. Sticking out her tongue. Rubbing on her tits. Jury game crazy. Let it so sick. Whole bunch of dancers. Looking real thick. Dudes with dreads, mouth full of gold. At the front door, I seen a lot of hoes. Ass shaking everywhere on the floor. Damn near baby, barely got on no clothes. Bartender, here you go. Another tip. I need me a sip. Got me a grip. What I got? These other dudes slack. Too much swag. Trying to get the bag. Call coming through on my beat. It is too loud. I'm in the DJ booth. I came here just to have fun. Don't be dumb and pull out guns. By the time I get home, I'm gonna see the sun. No more drinking for me, I'm done.
All right, get this party started in a minute, man.
No more drinking for me, I'm done. No more drinking for me, I'm done. No more drinking for me, I'm done. Put it on wax, brand new track. Tell DJ to play that shit back. Tell DJ to play that shit back. Tell DJ to play that shit back. Put it on wax.
We're gonna get lit tonight, man. It's Friday night. Weekend coming.
Tell DJ to play that shit back. Tell DJ to play that shit back. In the morning, the club still alive. Sit down, I can still die. Get some fresh air, let's step outside. I can tell by your eyes that you tried it. I said, okay, still alright. How you get here? Did you drive? You said I got drunk.
Go get this party started in a minute, y'all. Live chat wide open. We live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.
Over there, you go ahead sit. I'm slide behind the team. I'm loving your skin. Made it to the house, straight to the bed. When I won't be coming out until the afternoon. Touching your toes, no pantyhose. Get on fold, get it to the floor.
Man, let's get this party started, folks. I hope y'all ready for the weekend, man. We about to get this weekend started off right. Another episode of the Foolish Show podcast coming to you live, man. Hope y'all having a great week. Getting ready to jump off for the weekend. Y'all know how it go. Live chat is wide open. Make sure y'all leave them comments. Interact with the show. Y'all know what I do. I come on here and talk that talk and walk that walk. We ain't here for no gossip. We here for that real talk. So tonight, we're going to start this party off tonight. We're going to talk about financial literacy. Financial literacy, that's what we're going to talk about, y'all. Being smart with your money. Because you know a lot of us out here trying to act like we balling, like we got it like that. But we don't even really have it like that. We be putting on the front. So you got to be careful. A lot of people live beyond their means. You have to make sure that you always have enough put up for a rainy day. You never know what can come up. You don't know what bill gonna pop up. You don't know what problem gonna happen with your car. You don't know what's gonna happen with your house. So you always got to try to keep a stash. If you make $2,000 a month, you should try to at least put $500, $200, $300 up every month out of whatever you make. Always put something up. But see, a lot of people try to keep up with the Joneses and live beyond their means. They're always getting stuff that they know they really can't afford, but they want to look cool. They want to look like they got it. See, I'd rather have it than pretend like I have it. See, a lot of people would rather pretend like they got it. I'd rather have it for real. That's why you grind and you build and you stack your bread. Have a financial plan. What do you see yourself in the next 4 or 5 years? Be careful what you do with your money. See, some people just spend, spend, spend. But if you spend and you ain't got nothing else coming in, what you think you're gonna get? You're gonna go broke because you got all that money going out, but you ain't got nothing coming back. You got to make sure you have something to fall back on, because a rainy day gonna always come. We never know when that rainy day gonna come. Watch how you move when you spending your money. We all know sometimes we get caught up in income tax and you get them little couple of $1,000 and it make you feel good and you spend it like it ain't nothing when you could have did something smart with it. You could have invested in something. You could have started your own little business and start being an entrepreneur. So we got to have that entrepreneur mind frame. See, we so used to working for people, we doing all the work and making somebody else rich. You got to start thinking about building your own empire where your kids in the next generation can live off. That's called generational wealth. See, we don't think long term. Most of the time we think for right now. We don't think about what I'm gonna do in the next 3, 4, 5 years. We live for right now. But you gotta make sure you always put something up. See, a lot of people make money, but then the money go out just as quick as you make it. So you ain't got a chance to enjoy it. You don't have a chance to enjoy the money that you're making. So you have to be financially literate. You have to be smart with your funds, folks, because you never know when a rainy day gonna come up. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know when you need to go in that stash. Think about it. We don't know what's gonna come up. That's why you gotta be smart with money. Because if you don't, you're gonna end up throwing it all away for nothing. Trying to put on. That's all it's all about, y'all. People around here playing, fronting, pretending like they got it when they really don't. You got to be smart. Be smart what you do with your money. You'll never know what's going to come up. Always put something up for a rainy day. Let's go to the live chat. Justin says, yo, shout out to Justin checking in. Appreciate you, big homie. What we talking about right now, though, y'all, is financial literacy. Being smart with your money. A lot of people make money, but as quick as they make it, they spend it. And that's how you go broke. A lot of folks live beyond their means. Stay within your boundaries. Whatever your budget is, stay within your budget till you get to a certain point where you know you can do whatever you want to do. Don't worry about what everybody else doing, what they buying and what they spending. You control your own finances. See, we have to be careful what we do with our finances, because that's how most people go broke and don't have nothing. They work hard every day, but don't have nothing to show for it because they're taking all their money and just blowing it. Even when they get an income tax, some people get them little $1,000, couple of thousand, and it be gone within 2-3 weeks. So you got to be smart. There ain't no $1 million, y'all. You can't just live off the interest, but you can take it and do something with it. You can make some kind of choice as far as in starting your business, become an entrepreneur, learn about crypto and all these other currencies. There's a lot of different ways you can take your money and flip it. But you have to be smart. Shout out to Diamond Beauty checking in. Shout out to Kim checking in. Everybody checking in tonight, man. We're going to have a good show. So if y'all just tuning in, we live streaming right now on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. The YouTube channel is Reality Music Entertainment. That's how you can get your comments live on the show. You have to be on YouTube. But shout out to everybody that's watching on Twitter and on Facebook. But we talking about financial literacy, being smart with your money. A lot of people make all this money, but don't have nothing to show for it because they live beyond their means. You got to stay within your budget. Don't worry about what you calling them doing, because you don't know what their financial situation is. You don't know how much money they sitting on. You don't know how long they've been saving. They could have hit the lotto and didn't tell you. Only worry about your pockets. See, a lot of people be around here pocket watching, and that's what social media is real high for right now. Everybody watching everybody else moves, trying to keep up with each other. Live within your means. Because that's how most people go broke. They be broke and living paycheck to paycheck because every time they get their money, they blow it. You should take at least 20% of what you make and put it up. I ain't even say half, 20%. And put it up for a rainy day. Because who knows what can pop up. You don't know what's going to happen. Something could go wrong with your car, your house, anything with your kids. And you might need to go in that stash. That's why it's smart to keep you a stash. Now, if you got it like that and you can go ahead and spend and buy what you want to buy, that's another thing. But if you know you ain't got it like that, and you live it within a budget, stay within your budget. Don't worry about what Tom, Dick, and Harry them doing. Don't worry about what they just bought. Don't worry about that new car they just got, because you don't know what their finances is. All you can do is worry about you. See, a lot of people always pocket watching, worry about what somebody else make. What the next person eat don't make you go to the bathroom. Mind your own business. Take care of your own household. Let's go to the live chat. Kim says, real talk now, foolish. That's the problem now. If you look around, everybody, especially on social media, everybody's balling. Ain't nobody struggling. When we all know that's a lie. Everybody ain't got it. It's way more poor people than there is rich people. But people just putting on the front. They want you to think, yeah, I got it like that. Me and my kids living good. We eating good. We do what we want. I'm taking trips. See, they quit the post when they taking them trips. But you don't know how long they've been saving. That don't mean they got it like that. They probably just saved up and made some payments and brought their tickets and went where they want to go. And y'all can do the same thing if you plan everything out, right? It's all about having a plan. Have your financial plan and put something up. Don't be around here just spending, and you ain't got nothing coming back in. Try to find a way to have some money coming back into your bank account. See, we got to start having that entrepreneur mind frame. We so stuck in watching grandma and mama and them and granddad and everybody else work all their life. But think about it, when they retire, even if they get a lump sum of money, the retirement age is what, 65, 67? How much fun you gonna be able to do then? Most of us might not even be in good health. So by the time you retire, you ain't even gonna be able to enjoy that money. It's gonna be your grandkids or whoever you leave it to that's really gonna get a chance to enjoy it. That's why it's best to have your financial plan right now. Save your money and then come up with you a business plan. Start thinking about being an entrepreneur, whatever you have a passion for. See, some of y'all can do hair or do whatever your talent is. Because everybody blessed with a gift. Invest in yourself. Invest in your gift. Believe in you. Don't let nobody talk you out of it, because they'll tell you, ooh, girl, you wasting your time. If I was you, I wouldn't open up no salon. Remember, your dream is your dream. Don't let nobody crush your dreams. It ain't their dream. It's your dream. And if you got a gift for something, then use it. But invest in yourself. Believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, how you want anybody else to believe in you if you don't believe in you? So believe in what you got going on. Stick to that plan and execute it. Do research. Go look at what the other people that's doing what you want to do, the ones at the top, look at their blueprint, and maybe you can take something that they did and use it to get up there. Don't never be afraid to do research. Go look and find answers to what you want to do. Because there's somebody that done did it before you, and they was good at it. You look at their blueprint and you apply it to what you're trying to do. See, that's the problem now. You know, we don't never do research and we don't go look for answers. We want everything right there just to come to us. You want everything to be right in your face. We all know life don't work like that. A lot of times everything just ain't gonna be right there for you. Everybody just ain't gonna put it in your lap. It takes sacrifices. You gotta sacrifice something. You gotta put that phone down. You gotta get off social media and start investing in yourself. If social media ain't paying your bills and helping you take care of your kids, you need to spend less time on that and do some research. Invest in yourself. Come up with a financial plan of what you want to do. Where do you see yourself in the next 5, 10 years if you live it? Because we know tomorrow ain't promised. The key words are if you are living. And if you're not here, what are you going to leave behind? Are they going to be able to bury you? You know, a lot of us don't even have life insurance, and we leave that burden to everybody that's still here on earth. Now your mama, them, and everybody else got to put up a GoFundMe because everybody trying to bury you the right way. So make sure you go get you some life insurance. That's something you need to invest in. If you're not getting it through your employer or who you're working for, buy you some life insurance on the side. So you'll have some money for the people to bury you where you don't put your burden on others. So you see it time and time again where a lot of people ain't even able to have a nice funeral. They got to be cremated because they didn't have life insurance. It's small things like that that we don't invest in. But we'll take our money and we'll buy jewelry and cars and turn up and buy liquor and get and blow all this money in the club. But you want to make sure your folks don't be able to bury you right. So y'all go get you some life insurance if you don't have none. But what we're talking about tonight, folks, is being financially literate. Living within your means. A lot of people try to follow the Joneses and, oh, Sharika got a new BMW. I got to go get me a Mercedes. They be in competition with one another. Then they want to post it on social media, then everybody looking, and then they think you got it like that. Then a couple of months go by and you can't keep up with it. They don't came and took the car back. Now what? You don't put on this whole big front when basically you was living a lie. It wasn't the truth. You was putting on the front, as they say. See, a lot of people are pretending like they got it like that when they really don't. A lot of people make you think, boy, I'm balling. I'm living on top. I ain't got no worry in the world when they're really struggling. Don't believe everything you see, folks. A lot of people just be fronting on y'all. And then others sit back in pocket, watch you think, ooh, they got that. Ooh, they got that. And then you worrying yourself to death thinking about how you gonna get it. How can you get something? See, we take everything as a competition. Women compete with each other. Dudes compete with each other. Who got the most money? Who got the flyest car? Who paid the most for their jewelry? How much your outfit costs? Everybody always in competition. Well, all we got to do is stay in our own lane. Live your own life. Don't worry about what everybody else doing. Because everybody else's pockets ain't your pockets. Only you know what's in your pockets, unless you advertising and broadcasting. The same ones you see putting on the front is be the same ones struggling and bank accounts be overdraft. But they want everybody to think that they living the good life. See, ain't nothing wrong with struggling. You got to crawl before you walk. Everything comes in steps. If you go talk to all the millionaires and the billionaires, they'll tell you they didn't get like that overnight. It took time. But they believed in themselves and came up with a plan and executed it. Wasn't nothing given to them. They had to go make it shake. And that's what a lot of people have to understand. You got to go out here and make something shake. Stop waiting for everything to fall out the sky and fall on your lap. Stop waiting on opportunity to come knock at your door. You got to go out there and make a way. Because excuses don't pay no bills. The rent man don't want to hear no excuses. The mortgage people don't want to hear no excuses. The light people, they don't want to hear no excuses. You either got the money or you don't. Let's go to the live chat. Samuel says facts. I'm just trying to tell y'all, man. You know, when y'all come on the Foolish Show, man, you come on this podcast, I keep it real. I ain't on here to gossip and sugarcoat nothing and waste y'all time. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's talk about what's important in everybody's life and what we should be focused on. You got to be financially literate, y'all. A lot of people try to live beyond their means, and that's how you end up going broke. You don't have nothing to show for nothing because you're trying to put on the front. Be yourself. Don't worry about what John and them doing. So what if John and them spent $10,000 on whatever they bought? If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. It's simple as that. You grind hard till you have it. So you got to work towards your dreams. You can't be watching everybody else, because the more you sit back and watch, now you just a spectator. You might well get you a seat and be a fan. Get up out that seat and make something happen. We got Stevie checking in, special guest. We're going to bring her in right about now.
Hey!
Let's bring the special guest on in. Hey, they say better late than never. I appreciate you.
Period. We just got the, just looked in on my phone and was like, oh shit, it's 9:04, so fashionably.
It's about that time. It's about that time. It's your time. I appreciate you coming on. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself. Let everybody know who you is, where you from, you know, everything we need to know about you.
Well, my name is Stevie. That's what everybody knows me by. I'm coming from Indianapolis, Indiana. Rapper, singer, songwriter, instructor, everything. Pretty much multitask. Shit, I'm lit. I'm, you know myself. Better know the city. My name out more. So that's why, you know, let me talk to you.
Hold on, let's see, because your connection breaking up. You must have a bad signal because your connection breaking up. We see if we can bring Miss Stevie back on. Her connection getting bad over there. But that's a dope artist checking in from Indianapolis, songwriter, rapper. She does it all. Let's get her back in the building. But y'all go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. We live streaming right now on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Let's get Miss Stevie back in. Your signal had went out. Your signal was acting up.
Yeah, it's been fucking up on me all day. It's in the air.
So what you got cooking right now? What you working on? What can we look forward to?
I was going to do a show with the Zeus Network. They were looking for people to ground to their shows. I was looking into that, but I'm gonna look into better, like different projects, right? I'm gonna try to get me an album together, start that first, and then go forth with and so forth, so on. Basically, studio time, work is just staying focused, staying motivated, keeping your head in the game. That's all I do. I got 4 songs right now that I'm working on kind of all at once, but they've kind of got to, adjusting and stuff like that before I even release anything.
Right. So right now you in the kitchen cooking right now.
Pretty much. Just also find a couple girl artists bit on the singing and the rapping tip, like, because when I come with my lyrics, I'm coming kind of not here to play.
Check your mic. We can barely hear you. Check your mic. We can barely hear you.
Sorry, I probably have my hand over it.
Yeah, I can hear you good now.
Can you still see me when I try to move my screen? Keep you on.
Yeah, I see you.
Okay, because I'm.
Can you hear me? Miss Stevie having a little problem with her reception, y'all. She checking in from Indianapolis. We gonna get her in the building now. You know the devil is a lie. He ain't gonna stop this show. The show will go on. So we gonna get Miss Stevie in here checking in from Indianapolis. Dope artist. She real talented, man, and she on the come up. She in the kitchen right now cooking up a lot of stuff for y'all. So y'all get ready for it. But what we was talking about was being financially literate, y'all. Be smart with your money. Let's see if we can get Miss Stevie back once again. See if she don't got that reception right over there.
Hey, I'm telling you, iPhone is not being my friend this week. Like
they hating on you right now.
Huh?
They hating on you hard right now.
Definitely hating on me. That's why I said, why would you start this bull crap when I get on the live stream? I'm supposed to be out here popping my shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Pretty much. I know some niggas against me. A couple bitches that twisted. All of my words that they did it. I'ma go get me some chickens. I'ma go flip me a tricker. Show these little hoes I'm a hitter. My family, they want me to make it. But when the shit come, they gon' take it. Sometimes I feel like I don't got nobody, so I gotta do what I do. And I ain't fucking with you. I'ma stay busting my moves. Sacrificing for the kids. Cause that's what real mommy's gonna do. And bitch, I ain't keeping my mouth shut for no nigga. I'ma leave that shit to you. I know some hating little niggas back then, but they cannot do it right now. Cause I'ma shut that shit down. So these little peons are clowns. And I get money, little nigga. I am not afraid to go climb on the pole. But I know some bitches on gold. They sniff a little powder, they legs gonna fall.
Don't do them like that. You gonna do them like that?
Period. Always.
Stevie don't drop about 16 for y'all right quick.
Always. I need them 4 minutes or 6, something.
Hey, I told y'all she on the come up, man. Y'all support her movement, man. Dope artist. Miss Stevie checking in from Indianapolis, y'all. So
Indianapolis,
Miss Stevie,
Town.
so let us know when what got you into music and what was your influences? What made you start want to make music and all that?
Honestly, I started singing in church. Like, I started singing. I wasn't a rapper at first. I taught myself the art of rapping because I tried like playing piano. When I went to Broad Ripple High School. They had me singing opera, and I just wasn't like how I started to feel in my heart and my soul. It just wasn't the flavor all the way to singing, so I kind of had to switch my flavor up a little bit, singing, rapping at the same time. I wanted to learn other things because I know that the industry is looking for multi-talented people. So the more you know, the more valuable you're going to be at the end of the day, especially if you know how to play an instrument. That's why I'm like, if you want to learn how to play an instrument because that's very beneficial, especially if you like to audition for reality TV shows and, stuff that has to do with competitions. Playing an instrument and being able to sing or rap is definitely a bonus. I've always stayed motivated. I've been singing since I was 7. I used to, be in the studio at 16. I don't know if anybody knows about the Winter Circle. I was in the Winter Circle before I was even old enough, and that's how I met so many like talented people, and it really motivated me. And I just try to push people. That's why I say I ghostwrite because I try to put game on people who are trying to come into music and they really don't know how to put their words to a song, or they really don't know how to come in when they're supposed to and stuff like that. So I'm a coach as well. It all takes time.
Man, I like your mind frame. I like your mind frame because you're absolutely right. The more you can do, the more valuable you are. So if you can play an instrument along with sing and rap or whatever, you do whatever you got to do. Whatever's gonna pay the bills, you take up that gift and you use that talent, and that's what it's all about. So I respect your hustle,
Yeah,
100%. That's what it's all about.
for sure, for sure. Most definitely got to stay focused, and I say that a lot in my songs. That's one of my main phrases is I try to stay focused because that's the main thing. If you let everybody else distract you, you know, you're not gonna accomplish what you really want to do.
You're
There's
right.
nothing wrong with
You
living on a dream or something like that, as long as you keep on going.
listen. That's what I was just talking about when you jumped on. I was telling people, man, don't let nobody trick you out of your dream because that's your dream. They might not see the vision
For
that
real,
you
for
see.
real.
Or at the end of the day, they might be a low key hater and don't want you to blow. They don't want you to shine.
And that's not don't say to Indianapolis, I love this, but you kind of like her a little bit. She might go cold with it, but people don't know because I don't trust a lot of people. So I'm not. So you gotta confine yourself to we got staying safe. You know, you don't want to go somewhere where you feel like you got to carry a gun and shit. Like you really want to feel safe in your environment so that you can stay focused. And when you are right, you aren't in a fucked up mindset. You got a clear mind because right to be a real writer, you gotta have a clear conscience as well. You gotta be able to tell the truth.
Straight up. Yeah, that's real.
So I'm not afraid of the
She,
truth.
man, she dropping gems tonight. She giving y'all a game. She giving y'all a game tonight. I hope y'all peeping game tonight.
Another entrepreneur, a teacher, thing you can think of, I don't try to do, but it's just all about that one thing that you really like doing. Because nobody wants to live their life doing something they don't
That's
want to do.
real. That's real. Because once you do something that you love doing, it's not really a job.
Yeah, real shit. You basically a slave in your own mind.
Exactly. So let me ask you this. By being a female artist, how do you think female artists are looked at? Do you think everybody's really respecting the gift and the talent, or y'all basically sex symbols?
We're sex symbols. That's why I start laughing because I'm like, they don't give a fuck. That's why I come at their ass like they some hoe ass niggas. Like, hey, bitch, hoe, trick, slut, motherfucker, goddamn. Listen, you gonna hear me. Because otherwise, they're not gonna hear you as a female artist. They gonna literally see you as a punching bag or a sex symbol. And I'm not neither. So I guess they'll just learn the hard way.
I like that. I like that because you know that's what most females do. You know, they do all that nasty talk.
Yeah, I'll write a nasty ass song. Don't get me wrong. It depends on the heat of the moment. If I feel like that nasty ass song is gonna give me my ticket, then that's gonna give me my ticket. But right now, I'm trying to go from a different approach of more R&B, going back to my singing, but also telling the truth about modern day relationships and modern day friendships and modern day business with people, doing business with people, because it ain't always serious. So you
And
gotta.
that's what we're missing. If you notice it ain't what's R&B that's hot right now. Ain't too much R&B that's hot.
I mean, to me, none of these motherfuckers, half of these motherfuckers ain't got no talent. I'm not gonna say none of them, but a lot of them don't. You feel me? They're all kind of
It's a
like,
popularity contest now, Miss Stevie.
basically, yeah. And because I
It
don't
ain't
kiss
even about no
ass, I
gift and the
gotta wait a
talent no more.
while.
Cause you're right. Half of the people ain't got no talent. It just long as they go viral and get popular on social media, somebody'll make them famous.
Yeah, real shit. Or if they got their pussy hole and their black booty hole, or however you want to put it in the goddamn screen.
You're right though.
But
You're absolutely right.
that's why I do make sex songs. Cause I got one. It's like, my name Lil Stevie. I got good pussy. These niggas want me in their face, but they can't book me. Yeah, I'm a thug bitch. So don't sneak this. Cause I'ma catch up, come and find you. You a weak bitch. I get that money, hit the pole, bust that shit for them honeys. Don't give a fuck about a nigga that can't pay shit. It's expensive. Nah, ho, you can't eat it. This pussy right tight. Have a nigga all night. So it's really about how you say it, you know?
Right. And I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with all that because listen, what I'm saying is don't just drive in the same lane. You gotta switch lanes, switch it up.
Live streaming. Yep,
Because look
always switching up.
how many subjects in the world we can talk about?
Probably in one song. That's when I had a music coach back in the day, and I used to be so emotional all the time in the studio. I used to get in trouble because I would literally have 20 different subjects in one song. Like, I'm not even kidding. Your song don't have to be about one fucking subject. It's boring like that. You want to have their mind wondering, like, oh shit, hold on, she in the car. Never mind, she in the
Exactly.
bushes. Type shit.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like, keep their mind running, keep their mind wondering. That's why I'm like, my name was Stevie. I got good pussy, and then I'm like, but these niggas want me in their face, but they can't book me. You feel me? So I'm pushing myself out there, but I'm also like, nigga, don't try it if you're not really about that. So I'm
Hey,
not
I like
selling
that. I
sex.
like that. I
I'm,
like that.
selling that fantasy.
I like that. I like that. And that's what it's all about. See,
Yeah. So
music,
as a
man,
woman
music
artist, choose to sell a fantasy or choose to sell sex if that's what you want to be known as. If you want to be known as sell sex, that's your life. Who the fuck is gonna judge you? Because nobody cares. Do what you want to do to make your money. You know.
right.
I'm just a thug bitch, so I'm not gonna pretend like, you know, I'm a bust it open type bitch. Like, nah, I'm a bust your ass up type bitch. But I
And
can
that's what
love
I'm
you too.
saying. Stay true to yourself. Long as you stand true to yourself, you ain't gotta worry about nobody calling you out or trying to expose you because you are who you are.
Real shit.
See,
Sorry, I
that's the
got
wrong one.
this
Most
on my
people,
screen.
most people come out and pretend to be something they ain't, and then that's when everybody try to pull their card and expose them.
Yeah. People could pull my cards, but I guarantee half these bitches had to sneak me. I am well known in the clubs, but it's only because I'm a teacher. I'm a put women underneath my winger, you know. For real, I try to spread that positivity. Like, why as women do we got to break each other down? I'm not here to break you down, shorty, at all. Let's get this money. Let's figure out what you're doing wrong to why you're not getting the amount of money I'm getting when I'm in the club. Let's work together. It ain't no laughing and making fun of people. I've always been like
See,
that. So
See, I like that. I like that, Miss Stevie. See, because I'm telling you, that's what I preach on my podcast all the time. It's all about spreading love. That's why I invited you on. I invited so many guests on because I want everybody to have an opportunity to shine, man. That's what it's all about. And you know, most people they charge for you to come on their podcast and all this. I ain't asking for no money from nobody. And that. At the end of the day, if you do a good deed, your blessings gonna come back right.
yep, most definitely. Yeah, I'm
So we on
very
the same page. I just
I
try to
walk with
spread
God.
love, man. Give everybody a chance. That's what it's all about. And if you can help the next person in some kind of way, you got to keep that going. See, imagine if we just keep them blessings going, then everybody will feel a little blessed.
Real shit. Real shit. I feel like women, if they're gonna be in the industry, my advice to them will always be like, no matter what, stand on your shit. Like, stand on your shit. If you got a price, stand on that shit. Even if you say the same fucking price for every feature, so what? Stand on that shit. That just means that you respect your enough. I mean, you respect yourself enough not to sell out. But it's nothing wrong with selling out either, because if you really need to get out the game, if you really need to get in the game to get out whatever situation you in, by all means, take that deal. But don't sell your soul on a level of don't Sony Records. I don't know if it was Sony Records. I don't know if it was a scam. You know, you never know nowadays. Offer me a deal for saying $8,000 a week, and all I had to do was produce 3 songs and all this shit. And I'm like, sounds like a scam. So you never know who's scamming nowadays too. So you really got to watch out for
Oh, it's a
everything.
lot of that out there. They be all in my inbox and my email. So it's a whole bunch of them out there.
Yeah, so let's hit all the subjects like that has to do with it, because a lot of people don't know shit from dirt and will get fucked over. Like, you know, mail your music to yourself, stamp that shit. That's copyright. You know, it's stuff that you can do if you can't afford stuff that has to do with the industry in the beginning. Like, it's ways around all that.
You're absolutely right. That's why I tell people to do your research, do your homework, so you know what you're walking into.
Mm-hmm.
And be careful what you sign, because you could be signing your life away.
Real shit. I got too much
That's
beliefs for
I'm
that.
like you, Miss Steve. I rejected so many offers, and my homeboys were like, "Man, you dumb dog. You should have took that money." I see, y'all show me right there that y'all will sell out for anything.
Fuck that. I blocked their ass. Block. Somebody better come. God damn it. I'll block the
Exactly.
whole fucking world. It might be the last one left. Who knows?
Exactly. Believe in yourself and what you're doing. If you believe in yourself, you already know your time gonna come.
For real. I feel it in my heart, in my soul. That's why I'm, branching out and starting to really interact with people and try to, close mouth, don't get fed. Open my mouth and be heard. I'm not afraid to be heard. And I'm gonna say dancing too kind of made me confident. I know that's not the subject, but that I had my first show ever at my own strip club, and the bitches was lit. That song that I just rapped to you with my name,
Right.
feel me? Pop that shit. It had everybody throwing their ass in that bitch. So it's all about your energy with the music too. When you get on that stage, forget everything.
You're
Forget all
right.
that looking
You
people in
gotta
their head.
zone
Just
out.
look their ass in their eye.
You're right. You gotta zone out, man, and give people their money's worth.
You literally got to eat them alive with your eyes. That's the way to get that crowd. Like, really believe in you. Why would I do that? Believe in you, and really feeling you, feeling your music. And I just randomly rap to everybody. Just start popping that shit off and shit.
So, Miss Stevie, I
I'm not
wanted to bring you into the topic what I was talking about before you jumped on. I want to know your perspective, your opinion on. We were talking about financial literacy, right? So, how do you feel about when you have a lot of people out here living beyond their means and trying to keep up with the Joneses and all that?
That's a good way to put that, keeping up with the Joneses. But yeah, I feel like they're idiots and you should live like how you can afford, basically. Like, I'm not riding in no Benz, and I don't know how to explain it. I'm not judgmental though, so I feel like people should learn to invest in stuff. That's the biggest thing. When you invest into stuff, you're
Exactly.
creating a residual income for your family as well. So people just got to stop thinking about them and make it more about what it took for them to be them, and don't forget that. And that's how they get all their blessings in the end. That's how I look at it. I don't like to look at everything from a financial perspective, because that's how you get lost in the game, in the matrix. When you get lost in your finances, you get stressed, you're mad all the time. I just say don't let that shit get a hold of you, because that's the problem in the world. There's no love and there's all the money in the world, but no love, you know, no faith, no hope. It's a lot of weird shit going on in the world. So on that topic, I would say people need to learn to be humans again, because what the fuck are they gonna do when all this money and shit's gone and we gotta survive off growing our own herbs and
Talk to him.
spices and
Talk to him, Miss
vegetables.
Stevie. Talk to him now. Now you talking that
Like,
talk. Talk to him.
you feel me? probably a lot of the people that are viewers on this or guests are probably African American. Even if they ain't, they got some of it in their blood because obviously they're rapping or they're musically in tune on some type of level. So they got some soul in them at the end of the day, because you got to have soul to have rhythm.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
that's a fact.
That's real.
So I could talk all day about the subjects of what's really wrong with the world and the music industry. And yeah, a lot of people will be probably shitty.
Yeah, and
But
that's
that's
what I was telling people. Listen, the thing is, see, I'm the type of person, instead of putting on the front and pretending like I have it, I'd rather grind hard to really have it.
yeah. I don't walk around with no damn designer on. I'd rather wear shit that's not designer. I don't like Nikes and Jordans and shit. Yeah, I got the shoes, but I don't wear them like that. I'll put on some Gladiator sandals or go to a fucking store and buy me some shoes for the day. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what nobody thinks about me. That's what people gotta start living. They gotta start living by. I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks about me. I'm gonna wear
That's
what I want to
real.
wear. I'm gonna do my hair how I want. If I want to
That's
cake my
real.
face up with makeup, bitch, you better hope it don't rub off on you when I hug you. All of that. I'm with all that time. Whatever time the focus is on. You know, it's all about respect. You want respect, you got to give respect. You can't just be out here like somebody owes you something when they don't owe you shit. You know, you still got to work for everything. So life is about work, whether it's friendships, relationships, music, your job. You got to work. You got to work to build that friendship with your manager so that they trust you in inventory. Like everything's about work. If you're not willing to put in that work, then you know, sit back and watch.
Exactly. Because they say hard work pays off, and that's true. See, a lot of people, I was just saying that before you came on, Miss Stevie. If you're going to do that, you might well pull your chair and sit down and watch everybody else work.
Or crisscross applesauce that ass, because it's gonna be a long wait.
You might well get in the stands and become a fan. But I'm telling people,
Yeah,
instead of being a fan, get up and go out there and participate and make your own thing and make something happen.
for real, for real. That's why I started dancing. I was a little bit bigger, and you know, I kind of was looking at stuff from the sidelines, like, damn, that bitch look good and shit like that. And I was like, man, I'm about to go look good. So, you know, it never stopped from there. I met a lot of good people, and that's how I got a lot of connections starting to do my music again. That's how I got back into doing my music, because I kind of let it go for a while. But
Same
being a
here.
dancer really opened me back up to it.
But it's something about that music. Music, even if you put it down for a little bit, it always pull you back in.
Yeah, especially if it's just destined for you. I remember the day I learned I could sing. My aunts walking down the street, sing a song, and I just came out with a couple notes, and I slapped my hand over my mouth like, nigga, I'm a little bit too shy for this, you know. So yeah, my aunt literally, when she said it, I looked at her like, yeah, I think I can sing. She was like, damn, you can sing, girl. Like that was the first day I learned I could sing. After that, my mom would. I don't know if anybody knows about John Robert Powers and stuff like that. She would just sign me up for a lot of stuff. Like John Robert Powers is connected to the Disney Channel and stuff. So she would just try to sign me up for stuff so that I can get heard. And I just kind of lost interest in it because I kind of felt forced, forced to do it after a minute, kind of like, I was like, I'm cool. At that age, you're kind of like, you lose interest when people are pushing you to do it. It's
Right.
supposed to be a natural coming. You're
Right, right,
supposed
right,
to
right,
just
right.
want to
It
do
got to
it.
be a passion. That's something that you want.
Yeah, that's where the piano lessons came from, and going to a musical talented school and having a musical coach. That's where all that came from in my life. And those were the aspects of my life that I learned. I didn't want to have those type of coaches, or I didn't want to, because people don't know how to coach and be nice about it and realize that you don't know. Clearly, that's why you're there. So that's why when I coach people, I'm patient. I'm nice with them. Like I even embarrass myself and I'll physically sit in the studio, in the booth with them. Like, go now. Like, they can
That's
cut that shit
real.
out.
See, that's
You're not
real.
going to hear
That's
me.
real love. You showing
Like,
real love.
you said what?
You showing real love when you do
Real
stuff like
shit.
that.
Yeah, I've been literally doing music since I was 7. So imagine being very young and not even knowing half that's going on in the world, and you're sitting in the studio with some big ass headphones on. You know, and you know your parents are gonna do this. We learned what you know how to do. You're gonna do this. So if there's
Right.
parents watching and your kids have talent, let them put themselves into that. Don't force them into it. And then when they get my age, they're gonna be fighting
Right.
to get into the game because they waited so long, but they had the opportunity when they were young. You know, so just kids are like
That's real.
fairies, literally, themselves. All you have to do is motivate them. You don't have to really physically teach them anything. Once you see them learning something, you just have to motivate them that as long as they're not, you know, killing squirrels and shit and stuff like that. I mean, if hunting is your talent, so be it. But you know what I'm saying? Push that shit. But don't push it on them.
Mm-hmm.
Platform them and show them that you
Right. As
know.
long as they're doing something positive, as long as they're doing something positive, get behind them.
Oh, you're gonna do this? No, they're not gonna do it.
Right. Unless they saying, "Mommy and Daddy, I want to do this. Please let me do this."
Mm-hmm.
Now they're telling you that, okay.
Stars are coming forward and talking about sexual assault, child molestation, and shit because they were pushed into the industry. They're industry babies. You feel me? Like,
right.
half of them didn't want to do it. They cried before they got on set every single time. And if you read backstories, I watch all that stuff. They'll definitely tell it. A lot of truth is coming out about the industry. That's the scary. Like, I would say, if your child has talent, don't let nobody grab them up. Like, keep them, be their agent, be with them, stay with them in the studio. Don't never, ever, ever in your life let nobody go anywhere with them by themselves. I don't give a fuck if it's in the goddamn studio. Sit in there.
You're right. You're right. You can't be that trustworthy because people always be thinking ain't nothing gonna happen.
Yeah, they'll coach and mold your kids. Duh, you're giving your children to them.
Man, Miss Stevie is dropping gems tonight, y'all. I appreciate her coming in because she's dropping so many gems on y'all tonight. I hope y'all taking some of this in because she's speaking nothing but the truth. And that's what it's all about. Living your own truth, staying true to yourself, live for you, and don't be worrying about what everybody else doing and what everybody else got to say. Because you're responsible for your own life at the end of the day.
Say what you want to say because motherfuckers are going to judge you anyways.
They're going to talk about you whether it's good or bad, Miss Stevie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's somebody out there right now that don't like me and you right now. They ain't even got to know us personally, but they just I don't like how she talk. I don't like how she act.
I'm a down south baddie. My family's from Louisiana. My mama's from Kentucky. I was raised in Indiana. So I'm a country baby. It is what it is. I talk how I talk. If you don't understand me, get a translation on here.
Tell them to catch up. Tell them to catch up, Miss Stevie.
Catch up. Because we all got different accents.
Shout out to Niche Love checking in, y'all. We got everybody in the building tonight. I got Miss Stevie checking in, representing Indianapolis to the fullest. And she dropping gems on y'all. So, Miss Stevie, I don't want to keep you all night. But I want you to talk to a lot of females out there. Talk to the females. What advice will you give a young lady that's coming up, but she got low self-esteem, she don't believe in herself, and she depend on a man for everything, and she just don't have no direction in life or where she trying to go? Or if you can speak, to a younger version of yourself, if you can speak to a younger version of yourself, what you do? Go ahead.
I'm just gonna spit the truth. If you want to have a sugar daddy, have a sugar daddy. It's your life. If you want to have a man at home, girl, have a man at home. Just make sure you treat your man right, or you're not gonna have a man at home, and you're gonna have to look for a sugar daddy. You know, stay true to yourself. If you don't have confidence, like I said, I was bigger. I didn't have confidence. I literally went into dancing to get my confidence. Like, that took a lot of balls. I was terrified. I didn't know the floor. Felt like an ice skating rink. Got on that bitch. Like, I had a lot of injuries. No matter what, you got to learn to be cutthroat. In those situations, walk with your head high. If you're not performing for nobody, you don't got to look them in their eyes. They don't got to be there to you. You feel me? That's how I look at people when I'm in the club. I got a lot of people that don't like me for no reason, and I spread so much love. I don't look
Right.
at them. I don't pay attention to them. So what? I don't care. You're miserable. That's why you don't like me, because you see my light and it's shining bright. So if you got that light
Exactly.
and you know it, you just got to learn how to ignite that. Learn how to open that third eye. When you open that third eye, learn how to be more spiritual on a level to where you talk to yourself more. That's gonna open that third eye, and that's gonna build your confidence. If you don't
You're
like
absolutely
yourself,
right.
change yourself, then that's real shit. But I'm not talking about get a BBL and stuff like that. Like exercise, eat better, sleep more, take a 5 minute nap. I don't give a fuck if it's a 2 minute nap. I will literally take a 2 minute nap and get up and be like, oh shit, that was a good ass nap. Like it don't
Right.
matter. My mom told me anytime you get a chance to take a nap in the day, because your mind is asking for a reset and your mind
We
is
call
ready.
that a power nap, Miss Stevie in the hood. Take your little power nap.
Power nap. You gotta love yourself. Stop giving a fuck what people say about you or what they're gonna think. Like I'm 29 and I just got braces on my teeth. Like what you mean? That's a lot. I went through hella pain. I was back and forth with myself, but I was like, I'm gonna do it because why would you fix your body before you fix your teeth? I'm not gonna go in the industry with fucked up ass teeth and everybody, oh, her teeth this, her teeth that. With my teeth, I pay bitches, and they're all real. You feel me?
Cause you living
So
your own life. You're not worrying about what they're gonna say. You living your own
yeah,
truth.
no, I'm not, and I smile in every picture damn near now. I'm cheating in everybody's face, and I just did it like I got goals. Fuck it. And all my teeth still ain't fixed, but I'm proud of myself because I took a step of something I thought I was gonna be embarrassed about, and I just did it because I was like, I'm gonna be embarrassed about it. I'm gonna do it anyway. When you feel like it's something that's gonna tear you down, because 9 times out of 10, that's the thing that's gonna build you up. Your first thought that you have, like, it was right the first time, but think of your first thought. It's gonna take you a long way. Stop listening to all the thoughts that come behind it, because 9 times out of 10, it's called procrastination.
Real talk. That's real talk. See, I'm telling you,
Get over
man, Miss
stress
Stevie,
so
man,
you can do it.
I like that. I like how you move. I like how you think. I like what you're talking because you live in your own truth. You ain't putting on no front for nobody, and you living your own life. And that's what it's all about. See, people got to stop looking at social media, trying to keep up with everybody. And like I was saying earlier, trying to be like the Joneses. Forget the Joneses. Take care of your own house. See, we spend too much time looking over the fence, looking at what everybody else doing when your yard ain't even clean. Clean
I was
up your
gonna
own
say, think
yard
your
first.
grass is greener when 9 times out of 10 they got that grass laid by some motherfucking some fake grass. Let me put it that way.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So live your own truth. That's what it's all about. Don't be worried about what everybody else doing.
Yeah.
What you doing?
If you're
What
not
you
confident
doing to
with your
better
body,
yourself?
grow it naturally. A woman is like a tree. We break down, we grow again. It is what it is. Just like a man.
See, y'all hear that? Ladies, y'all hear that? You don't have to just go run and spend them thousands of dollars. Because guess what? Every time you go on the knife, remember it's a chance that something can happen. Everybody don't make it out all right.
Oh shit.
And you have complications.
Yeah, and you go through a lot of thoughts when you're going through those changes. Suicidal thoughts, like depression, anger. You go through a lot of thoughts when you're going through that moment of transformation that every human is supposed to go through. You feel like nothing's working out. You feel depressed. You feel like don't nobody like you. That God's doing that for a reason. He's pushing back all that negative shit so that you can grow. If you're not gonna accept that, you're gonna keep paying attention to the bad shit and I popped my tire and so what? Like you feel me? You're not gonna pay attention to those bad signs. That pop tire probably just said it ran off the road. You feel me? You gotta look at it from a positive point of view. Like my car broke down this morning, I didn't make it to work. My job blew up this morning. I could have been in there. You feel me? A lot of
Wow. See,
shit.
everything happens for a reason. Everything
Literally,
happens for a reason.
literally, if you look at the World Trade Center story, half the workers in one of these buildings, a lot of them called off sick that day, came in late, missed their taxi, and they lived. They lived to tell that story. But what I'm
Real
saying,
talk.
So your life could change drastically in a blink of an eye. You just got to learn how to be patient. Everything's not a damn rush.
Because we got to understand that God don't work on our time, but everybody has a purpose. You got to find out what's your purpose and try to serve your purpose while you're here.
Real shit. Started rapping when I was singing when I was 7. Started rapping at like 24. I'm 29. Now I can keep a real beat. Now I can write a real song. Yeah, it takes work. Real work takes work. Like now I'm a work of art, and I feel like in the industry I'm gonna be the real asset when I get that right person to scoop me up. All that other shit's not gonna matter at all. So I'm not worried about it. I stay.
Because what don't kill you make you tougher. So you don't learn. Look how much stuff you don't learn along the way from then to now.
Yep, and more to learn. Because going to school for business accounting. So if I own my own business, I want to be my own accountant. I don't gotta hire nobody. I can also, try to be an accountant when I get into the music industry. Okay, y'all need an accountant. I went to school for it. Boom. Try not to be a liability so much. Try to have something to bring to the table, even if it's brains, even if your looks could get you far away. God didn't give you that shit for no reason, literally. If you're pretty, use that shit. If you don't got no other talents in the world and you're pretty, bitch, hello. You could be a model. Like, it's always a hustle.
Real talk. You got to survive. Because they say only the strong can survive out here, Miss Stevie.
Yep. It's all about just not quitting. Don't listen to that negative shit that's meant to take you down and make you not want to keep fighting and just be like, oh, I'll quit, or I'm going to quit my job because I got my hours cut. Maybe you got your hours cut because you suck and you need to get better. Boom. Wake up call. And it ain't saying you suck like, oh, you suck. It's, everything's a work in process. You don't know what they need to know, so they're not willing to have you messing up shit all the time. That's
real. That's real. Listen, anytime you fall, you dust yourself off and you get back up and you keep pushing.
Yeah, I worked in the liquor store and they used to call me the stock boy. I'm a whole woman. They used to disrespect the fuck out of me like, oh, stock boys at work. Yeah, I got up on their ass and got in charge of like the inventory and all that, So it's all about keep on working for that negative shit. Get cool with
exactly. Let them say what they're gonna say.
If you know they got some
let them talk what they're gonna talk.
Fuck everybody else. They don't got no power. They're not holding no weight. They just jealous.
I told y'all, Miss Stevie is dropping gems tonight, man. I hope y'all taking some of this stuff in, because that's what it's all about, man. Staying true to yourself and getting out here and making shake. Don't make no excuses. Don't point no fingers and say, oh, it's their fault. It's their fault my life ain't like this. Take accountability. Take responsibility for your own life.
Like, I got 5 children. I don't walk around like, oh, I got 5 children. It's everybody's fault. No, I got 5 children. I'm going to discipline them. I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to teach them. I'm going to learn them. I'm going to show them. And I'm going to do what the fuck I got to do. I don't care who helps, who don't, who approves of how many kids I got, who don't.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
Take it.
And I respect that to the fullest.
Because motherfucker going to drown over this way, for sure.
I respect that to the fullest, Miss Steve, because a lot of people be in your situations. They have a million excuses in the world why they can't do nothing in life and why they ain't got nothing.
You gotta do it. Like, I got 5 kids. And I'm gonna say that 100 times, and that's a lot of women's excuses. Is like, oh, I can't go. I don't have a babysitter and stuff like that. I understand that to the fullest because I got 5 to find a babysitter for when I want to go to the studio. When I end with my life, it's the studio. I'll probably be in there till 2 and then gotta get right to the crib. Kids get up at 8, stay up, make breakfast, don't never take a nap, do it all over again. You just gotta keep going. It don't matter how tired you are. Take supplements that help you with your energy. If you can't keep up with your lifestyle, then you chose that. Like, I chose that. So now I know if I get in the music industry, I'll be able to 1,000% apply that pressure to the situation I put myself in. You feel me? And I'm happy. I'm a happy mom. Like, my kids love me. They know I'm coming through. No matter what, no matter how that shit comes, it's coming. Even if I'm a couple minutes late, it's coming. They know I'm coming. Like, but they also know
I like that. I like that.
I might have to go out of town for a week. Like, it's hard being a mom in the industry. I'm gonna say that firsthand. It's emotional. You get sad. Sometimes you just don't want to video chat them in that day because you're already emotional and you're like, I gotta stay on my game. I can't go to work crying, and you gotta stay on your game. And when you sing these songs and rap these songs that have to prove at your kids and you're away from them at the moment, and you ain't seen them in a month, and you ain't seen them in 2 weeks, or you ain't seen them in a week or 2 days, that's when you gotta apply that pressure. Like, well, duh, that's what I'm doing this for. Yes, I'm gonna let these words hit you like I shot up the whole fucking room. You feel me?
Straight up.
Because I'm a fight.
And that's how you gotta be.
I want.
That's how you gotta be, and that's what I call a
my
real
big
mom.
wheel, where my sit and spin type shit. You feel me?
That's a real mama, man, because you gotta sacrifice.
Shout out to Cat Williams.
That's real talk, man. That is real talk.
Period.
So, Miss Stevie, before I let you go, let everybody know where we can find you at. Give all your social media info, anything, any way we can get in contact with you and follow what you're doing and support your movement and support your music. Where can we go?
I am on Instagram, Stevie's World Samo. You feel me? It's always Stevie's World, Doris Divine. I deactivated my Facebook because I don't feel like it's really beneficial all the time. It's a lot of negativity on there. So, yeah, Instagram right now. I got a TikTok. You feel me? TikTok. Let me get that.
Y'all make sure y'all follow her, man, because you see what she doing. You see what she represent. How can you not get behind that? She's a mother, but at the same time, she's an entrepreneur, an artist. She ain't making no excuses. She out here trying to make it do what it do. And that's what it's all about. Not making excuses. Getting out here and make something shake. Because ain't nobody going to feel sorry for you in the real world. The real world going to keep going. People ain't going to sit around and say, oh, you starving. Oh, you got all them kids. Let me help you. They ain't got no sympathy. They don't care if you eat, if you got shelter and nothing else. That's why if you ain't going to take care of you, who going to take care of you? So keep your faith in God and keep grinding. And good things will come to you. Like we were speaking on the other previous podcast. Always have a positive mind frame and positive things that happen to you.
Stevie's World.
But go ahead, Miss Stevie. You got your TikTok information? But y'all live your own truth, man. Don't worry about what they're going to say about you, because they're going to talk about you whether they're going to say something good or bad. They're going to talk about you. You can't hear? You can't hear? Hold on. Hold on. Come back on. But that was Miss Stevie, y'all, representing Indianapolis, Indiana. Entrepreneur, artist, songwriter, teacher, dancer. She do it all. She do whatever she got to do to make sure her kids and her is eating. And that's called sacrifice. You got to make that sacrifice. Sacrifice to make sure you do what you got to do to survive out here. Because life ain't easy. Ain't nobody going to give you no handouts. Sacrifice everything you can to make sure you're investing in the future. To make sure that your kids and everybody around you can benefit from all your sacrifice. That's why you put in that work and you put in that hustle. It's all about having generational wealth. It's okay to have it right now, but you want to even have it better later on. You want your kids them to have it better than you, but you have to try to set that up for them. So try to leave a foundation where them kids can live off and have something to look forward to and carry on. Some of you can say, hey, this business right here is y'all's. When I'm gone, y'all take this and make it even bigger. Y'all take this and live. That's what it's all about, folks. But the message tonight is being financially literate, believing in yourself, investing in yourself, believing in your dreams. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do, because only you know what you want to do. So if that's something that you have passion for, then chase your dreams. You only get one life. Who am I or anybody else to tell you don't do that? If that's what you want to do, do it. But I appreciate y'all, man. We had a great show tonight. I had a special guest check in. She came in and dropped jewels and did her thing. And that's what it's all about. Before I let y'all go, let me put this code on the screen so y'all can check out the official merchandise for Reality Music Entertainment. As you can see, I'm rocking it right now. You see the Real Me hat. Reality Music Entertainment. This is official merchandise, y'all. Y'all support the movement. Scan that code, right there with my finger at, right there on the bottom of that screen. Scan that code on your phone. Check out our inventory. We got brand new hoodies, t-shirts, beanies, hats. We got stuff for the house, shower curtains, towels, bedspreads, everything Reality Music Entertainment. That's a movement that y'all need to be a part of. So y'all support the movement. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and get ready for y'all weekend and turn up. Just make sure y'all stay safe, enjoy life, but stay out the way. Don't be getting involved with all this nonsense, because life is too short. But I'm gonna catch y'all Monday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. I appreciate y'all, man. One love. Y'all stay blessed.